add to the stage. How y'all doing tonight? Everybody out there maintaining their life, their lifestyle. Everybody get some good dinner in them tonight. I hope. I hope. What time is it where you guys at? I mean, no. I know one thing, It feels good to feel good, right? How y'all feeling? Has anybody attained any inner peace? Has anybody made any new revelations that they want to share? Has anybody seen bountiful an amount? What's going on? Yeah. These people get on up here. Get on up here. That's right. Like and subscribe, y'all. Let me put my TikTok in this joint. I need y'all to go to my TikTok and like my TikTok. Let me find it. Amani, please stop. Please stop. Calm down. 7:30.
She's running from you for a reason.
Put him down. Put him down. Yeah. What good books you guys read? Somebody give me a good book that we can look up and read. We can read it together if you like, if I don't have it already. Y'all let me know. What's going on, y'all? We're going to get live every day of the week. Every day. Let me read some more beverage. What y'all think about the events going on in the news? We can say locally, we can say nationally, we can say globally. What do you think about what's going on in the news as it pertains to all three of those things I just named, guys? What y'all think? I ain't gonna give my opinion until somebody pop up on here and let me know what's really good. I mean, you know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, I ain't come on up here, man. Why the cornballs on there? Get up here. Get up here, man. Real life American. I'm American hero. Come on. Pull up. Pull up, man. Let me know how y'all doing out here, man. How we living, B? How many people seen paying full? How you living, B? How you living, B? You know what I mean? Y'all act like y'all ain't never seen that before. If you ain't never seen it before, bro, I sure hate to hear that. You know what I mean? Y'all, somebody get up on here and tell me how to make money off all this crap, man. I know somebody know the formula. I want to make 2 bands a month. Just sitting up on the internet, just like this, y'all. I know you love it. You heard me? I know you love it. You know what I mean? We gonna get it together though, y'all. By hook or crook, as they say. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it right though. Y'all, this is my stuff. TikTok. I'm gonna put it in the comments. TikTok. TikTok handle. The Mister. M.I. Let go. Let go. There you go, y'all. Just put my stuff in the comment right there, man. Better than takeout, y'all, because I do also cook, which y'all probably seen some of my old videos on the on my profile, but I'm gonna drop more, y'all. You know, I'm gonna start cooking on there and everything. And for those that don't know, I have a birthday that's coming up, you know, so I'm probably gonna live stream that. That way you get a little bit of experience of cooking. You know, I keep it clean and all that, but
And how good he cooks.
yeah. I'm thinking about actually probably trying to get me a point of a brisket. That way I can do what do you call it? Burn-ins. Who like burn-ins out there, y'all? Who like burn-ins out there? Who likes just the slices, you know? Everybody has their preference. I can respect and understand that. You know what I mean? But put in the chat though. What's your favorite food, y'all? Let's what I know we have different cultures, different nationalities, different people with different taste buds and different likes, but I'll go first. I'm gonna put in the chat, in the comments, in the chat, what's my favorite food? And then we'll wait on everybody else to come up here. I could invite somebody else up here, but I don't know if I want to or not. That just depends, you know. I'm the star of the show. But as my channel grows, y'all, I will be bringing people up on the platform. You know, we ain't gonna give you no goofy stuff. We're gonna keep it really, really mature, but also have fun, y'all. You also gotta be in touch with your inner child, you know. That's what they say. I'm childish and all that, right? Yeah, I'm glad to be there. I'm about to be 47 years old. And I could be any age I've ever been. And I've been saying that for years. So that's what they me. I'm in touch with my inner child, and I could be any age I can't be older than I've ever been, though. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's what you call perspective, man. Somebody just call it perspective, man. You know, I got a perspective of being 9, you know, because I've been 9 before. You know, but I don't have a perspective of being 49 because I've never been there. You know what I mean? And everything is relevant, what they say. So, yeah, what good books y'all reading, man? Y'all, let me ask y'all what kind of books y'all on. Let me go through my digital library, which I will be converting all these, well, most of them, because I have a hell of a library. But I will be converting some of them into a real library and have them up on a bookshelf directly behind me or wherever I'll be streaming from. So that way, if I did reference one, I could easily go right to the bookshelf, voila, and get it. But let me go over a couple lists of a couple books that, you know, I would recommend to anyone who's trying to expand their horizon and expand their research. Okay, you can take it from somebody else, or you can get some books yourself and read them and gain a perspective of your own, and nobody has to tell you, right? Okay. So, one thing that I would I recommend you guys getting. Okay. Is you see this? It says The Secret of the Ages by Robert Collier. Okay. This is in 7 volumes, right? Okay. And let me read the forward to you. First, there's a quote. All right. A fire mist and a planet, a crystal and a cell, a jellyfish and a saurian, cave where the cavemen dwell, then a sense of law and order, a face upturned from the clod. Some call it evolution, and others call it God. Reprinted from the New England Journal. Okay, that was just a little quote. And before we even get to this book, again, this book is called The Secret of the Ages by Robert Collier, y'all. This book was published in 1926, mind you. Okay, so if you look at the title, The Secret of Ages, if you look at the age we're in now and you look at the context of this book, it's right there. Okay. And this is the forward. If you had more money than time, more millions than you knew how to spend, what would be your pet philanthropy? Libraries, hospitals, churches, homes for the blind, crippled, or aged. Mine would be homes, and that's quoted, but not for the aged or infirm, for young married couples. I have often thought that if I ever got into the philanthropic billionaire class, I like to start endowment fund for helping young married couples over the rough spots in those first and second years of marriage life, especially the second year when the real troubles come. Take a boy and a girl in a cozy little nest, adding a cunning, healthy baby. And there's nothing happier on God's green forest. But instead of a healthy babe, fill in a fretful, sickly baby, a wan, tired, worn out little mother, a worried, dejected, heart sick father, and there's nothing more pitiful. Okay, so this is just some of this stuff that is inside of this book. And again, I'll tell you guys again, this book is called The Secret of the Ages. Okay, by Robert Collier. I'll put that in there. It's interesting. It's an interesting read. If you guys would like to be privy to that type of information, I don't know. Some people might read Cinderella, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm being honest. Okay, it's like I just said. I'm every age I've ever been. So let me put this in here, and then I want you guys to see. Okay, there's just one. Okay, I'm just gonna give you guys two. The Secret of the Ages. Okay. And that book this book is by, Sorry, I haven't used a computer in such a long time. Uh, so I'm kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of cold, but I get it right. So give me a moment and let me type this in here. And if anyone is interested in that, uh, please be compelled to go get you a copy or find you an e-copy. You you have sites like Scribed and things like that where you can get access to ebooks. I know books are expensive, guys, and people, oh, you need the paper one. Well, sometimes you go with what you have and you make the best out of what you're able to use, right? So there's nothing wrong with an ebook, guys, as long as you back it up on your cloud or maybe even an external hard drive. Okay. So let's go. Let's look at that. We just discussed one book, The Secret of the Ages by Robert Collier. This book was published in 1926, y'all. Okay. So there's got to be something there. And this is 2025. We're talking about almost 100 years ago, right? So let's move on. I'm gonna give you guys another one that will give you uh a little juice, as they say, right? Okay. Here's another one, guys. Let me show y'all. You see what that says? The Secret Science. That's an interlocking 5-point star, okay? Interwoven, as they say, we're interlocking. So don't look at that symbol and start conjuring up things in your mind, okay? I see a lot of things in there, but that's neither here nor there. Maybe one day we'll go over all that. Okay, The Secret Science. This is Hermetic Philosophy. This is the very first book, okay? This Secret Science, this is by an author named John Baines, right? And this was published in 1998. So we have 70-year difference in between the two publications that I'm providing for you. But if you notice, the two of them, what they have in common is the word secret, right? So this is more about, if anybody don't know or anybody hasn't looked up occultism, uh, what man, spirit, and soul, the mysteries of life and death. As we said, this is more of a hermetic philosophical type of book, okay? But everything you read gives you perspective on other cultures and other people's ways of thinking and other ways of life. So you're never not supposed to be turned off from that. You're supposed to be open to anything you didn't know before. Okay. So boom. I like it. All right. But I'm gonna give you another book, guys, that I feel like everybody should have that way, or the app or whatnot, whatever the case may be. But you need this simply so you can understand a lot of different of maybe the words and uh the structure and how they word things in there. So you may not be up to speed with a lot of linguistic complexity. So we're gonna look at this. Sorry, give me a minute. I'm trying to find this book that is very essential for everyone. Y'all, I ain't trying to get on live. Please. Okay. Yeah, she is. I know when she gets excited, calm down. That's when a lot of those things trigger off when excitement. She gotta learn how to quell that excitement. This right here, guys, is a concise etymological dictionary of the English language. How many of those have one of those? How many of you guys have one of these in your either physical library or what do you call it? Digital library? How many got one of those, y'all? That's a very important book to have. Okay? Get that. All right. And this was published. I have several versions of it, but I always go because the thing about words is that the root of the word never changes. It's the understanding that people apply to it going forward. But the word mean, Aaron, stop picking the chair up that way. Put him down. Put him down. Keep grabbing him by his arms, Aaron. I understand, but damn, they're in there acting the fool. Sorry about that, y'all. People come in here, you know, all the attention got to be on them. You know how it goes. Oh, boom. Let's look at, that was another one. And I'll tell you another one. That was 3. I need to put that in the chat. I need to put this other thing in the chat. But this one is called, you see that? Raise Your Vibration and Shape Your Reality by Kevin Schuninger. I know that's pretty close, ain't it? Somebody can sleep up saying they can slip up. Kevin Schuninger, huh? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, so we have, as I show you guys, I have several hundreds of books. You see, okay, what do you want? Let's see something that is really would be interesting to an individual, or maybe not. How many people out there have? Let's see. Let me find something that's I don't. How many people out there have bought Zacharias Sitchin, whatever, however you pronounce it? No dissing. I'm just saying we got a different way. Everybody has a different accent, whatever, however you pronounce it, where you at. Zacharias Sitchin, it's really Sitchin, S-I-T, Chin, Sitchin. The Cosmic Code. Y'all seen that? Ever heard of that one? You know what I mean? Page that is 283 books, pages. I know, and that's not even counting all the words. Every page is counted at 283, guys. Y'all can do it. So get publicating like that, guys. These are quick day reads. Honestly, you taking a dump, you can read this damn near this whole book on your lunch break, right? Boom. But it ain't about what you read, it's about can you retain what you read, right? Can you retain it? Can you go off Total Recall or whatever that may be, and without having it in your hand? Can you do that? Can you remember what you read? That's the challenge, guys. Everybody can sit up and refresh themselves on, and then go over it. But no, what's in the contents of it? And then can you power read, But see, that all goes to you digesting the information, which directly correlates to a literacy level, right? And I'm not saying that I'm the most or the least. I'm just speaking in general. But that's how you train your mind, right? And get you a dictionary and the words that you don't know. And if you can't use context clues, right? And within the sentence, we learned stuff like that in my era in 4th, 5th grade. Like they put a word in there and say, what does it mean? How's it used in a sentence? And then you should know a period, exclamation point from a damn question mark, right? So there's a lot of things that we need to refresh ourselves on, because if you my age and right, you don't have younger kids where you get to look at current curriculum, you really don't open a book or do anything like that unless that's an interest of yours, a personal interest of yours. You really are not interested in learning anything else 70% of the time when people leave high school. Get in the chat if I'm off base, if I'm wrong, or if my assertion is spot on. And then you add to that, right? If you were to poll most people in certain demographics, talking about different demographical households, right? You cannot name, just what I say, from a what do you call it, diaspora of different demographics, okay? So we're talking about you cannot name anyone that shares a book other than the Bible. That's the most common book most people have in their house, and that's the only book of reference, and not taking nothing away from that. I'm not here to criticize, critique, or do anything like that with anyone about what they may or may not believe in. Okay, I'm just making a point, speaking in generalities, okay? So what I'm saying, to summarize that and to make a long story short, is get a book. Open yourself up to learn something you didn't know. Okay. I think there's a lot of reason why we have bad communication skills and bad uh, conflict resolution skills and all these other things that harm us in relationships, and that's friendships, business-ships. That's a relationship, entails all those things, right? So I think that it's due to the lack of reading, number one, and it's also due to the lack of understanding how words are applied to the person that you're speaking those words to. And like I'm saying, like I could be talking to you one way, either I'm conscious of how I'm talking to you or not, right? So if my body language is one way, if I'm like, you better tell me what's going on, right? And then I'd be like, why didn't you say it like that to you? And then you be like, yeah, you did. And I'm like, no, I don't. You see what I'm saying? How I'm gonna tell you how you heard it and how you see me. That's the thing, guys. Trying to open y'all up to some real life stuff, man. And listen, and it all goes to this long, and then look, that ain't even all, guys. Let me go to Libby. Right? Let me go to Libby. You see that? Everybody knows what Libby is, right? Right? Do we not know what Libby is? Then let's look at my timeline. Look, guys. Look how many books you see? Y'all see what's going on? These are all the books I've read on Libby. Y'all see what's really going on? Look. Hundreds. And that's not even a mention, bro. Like I said, the books that I have in my e-library, okay? You know what I mean? So listen, guys, I'm not here to stand over anybody. I'm here to stand with somebody. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to encourage. I have children. I have people that have as they would say, a vested interest in, right? Right? And how would I protect my interests? Right? How would I do that? I would give them a book. Right? if you look at how the enemy attacks you, they attack kids when they're young. So why don't you reverse that polarity and give them the recipe, like to think for themselves and form that in them early, right? And always stay in tune with the inner child in yourself. If you lose reality, if you lose touch of that scared kid, that kid that had goals and all that, man, if you cannot sit back and reflect, if you're that removed from yourself, that's all it is. Like I've seen it. I've seen it. I'm sure we've all seen it out here. The people that's watching me out here. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all watching me. You know, I put my TikTok in there. I'm gonna get to more cooking videos. I promise you that. I want to take you guys on a ride of your life. But you know, we've all seen those things, guys, where a person loses touch of reality because I'm just living in the now. You know what I'm saying? No, I live in multi-dimensions. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Multi-dimensional character. I don't live in the present. I live 1989 too. and 93 and 95. But I can't go past this point. When we're talking about my current life, we're not talking about past lives or anything like that. I'm talking about as we stand, right? You can always be in that dimension in which you came out of because you lived it, like, and you still attached to it. It's just dimensional shifting, right? But I digress from that, y'all. Who are we going for in basketball? I know we gotta have some basketball fans out there, or I know it's a little early, it's preseason, so let's leave that there. We'll come back to that in about a month or two. But let's go with who do you have for the Super Bowl? Who y'all got for the Super Bowl? Put it in the chat. Let me know. It's looking like it's gonna turn out to be an interesting season. You know, maybe your favorite team out there is getting their ass creamed. Who knows? Maybe your favorite team out there is handling their business because it's got to be one of the two for the people that this relates to, right? I've been up here 33 minutes, y'all. I've had 10 people up here. I've had people, you know, I know it's a lot more things going on in the wide world in the web. Trust me. I appreciate anybody that took the time to get up here with me and just sit with me 30 minutes. I'm trying to build a profile, y'all. And as you see, I will go give you guys, let me put the name of that other book that I put into there that I spoke on. I didn't get to that. Let me do that for you guys. And that way you can go look it up for yourself or not. You know, I'm just trying to do my part. That's all. And this is my part. Okay, I ain't trying to do nobody else's part. I'm just trying to provide my part. That's why I came up here to live and all these things like that. Or else I wouldn't have any interest. I want to share and share alike. You guys can share with me as well. I'm interested in all types of things that I don't know. All right. Let's see. It did as we go, y'all. You see, I'm loosening it up. But I got a lot to talk about. I'm a very loquacious individual, and I have a lot of things because of what I consider myself a creator, a content creator, and just a creator overall. If you remove the content, but I like to create. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the process of creating books. Got to put your ducks in a row, though, right? And then if you put too much out, fools will jack you. They be PDF and hijack you. So before I make any move and put my things out there in a public space, I will have to make sure all my intellectual property is protected by copyrights, y'all. You know, I get it, man. We all get it, right? If you just picture this, right? If you go to your local shopping mall and you leave your wallet, what do you think is going to happen when you come back? It's going to be gone. So you can't never be too safe from your intellectual properties being stolen. or what do they say, forged or cloned or anything like that. Okay, so make sure you put your duck in a row, because I understand that a lot of people come and they're so eager to start a business, so eager to they meet their little so-called love of their life, and they're so eager to get married, right? And old folks always tell them, "Hey, wait, hey, y'all need to, oh, we love each other." It's the same thing with your intellectual property, guys. Okay, you can't be too eager and just jump out there, and then when it don't work out like you intended to, your intentions, your expectations should match the intent. That's why I say, guys, don't be so eager. Okay, don't be so eager. So we're gonna drop signs. We're gonna come up here. We're gonna have fun. I made Saturday, Sundays, y'all. I'm gonna go live. We're gonna watch football game. Let's watch football game together, or we might watch a boxing match and sit up here and discuss who's your favorite fighter or whatnot. It isn't much about favorites. It's just about being a fan of. It's about being a fan of the sport, the science of the sport, and respecting the athletic endeavor. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I set my phone down and went to run my mouth. Let me put the second title of the book I discussed with you guys, and it was called "The Science." Let me find it. See, I have so many damn books, guys. I have a very, very, very deep e-library, which I stated earlier. I'm gonna turn it into a physical library, but this is a lot of stuff, guys. Tell you like this, and I haven't read every last one of them. I'll be honest with you, but I have them there, and I can check them off as I go. You know what I mean? And now, like I said, these 230-page books, guys, like there's lunch. But it gives you talking points. I mean, it gives you things you can discuss. And this is the book we discussed earlier, right there. The Secret Science. And I said this was a Hermetic book. This is by John Baines. Let me put that in the comments, y'all, just in case you're interested. 38. The Secret Science by John Baines. 38:23. Let me put the time mark in there too. 38:23. As I say, guys, bear with me. I haven't, everybody does everything on the phone, most things on the phone, so I haven't touched a computer in ages. But I still know how to type. Never get that messed up. The Secret Science. And we're gonna say John Baines, y'all. Y'all go get that book, man. Go get that book. Okay. Boom. I just dropped it and also put the timestamp in there. Okay. I also put my TikTok in there. Please, guys, go follow me. Help me build my profile, because like I said, I'm not doing this for anything. I'm just doing this to spread my perspective in a wider base. And I'm trying to link up with people that are like-minded and are scientists and philosophers and researchers and mathematicians and things like that. We all are capable of all these things. We just need to put all these tools together so we can build up each other Right? But with that being said, y'all, I've been up here 40 minutes and this has been fun. It's been very, very pleasant having the time to speak with you guys and having the time to do this. I look forward to doing this often with you guys. Um, we're gonna really get to know each other, and we're really gonna get to have a lot of fun and share a lot of moments and things like that, guys. This is gonna be awesome. So I appreciate everyone coming up here. I appreciate everyone coming up here, enjoying this moment, and I hope y'all had fun. I definitely did. I definitely did have fun, y'all. This has been grand. I didn't know how fun or how great this would be to get up here and do this, but now I'm realizing it's plenty fun, y'all, and I appreciate it. You can follow me at Facebook as well. Let me put that in there. Yeah, guys, follow me at Facebook. Please like and subscribe. Please like my YouTube page. You like me, I would like you back, guys, and you guys have a great night. Dream big and everything can come true. Oh, I gave you guys two. Well, let me leave you guys with one more book that I think you guys will enjoy.
And have a blessed night.
This book is called The Fourth Dimension. Okay, I told you guys I live in multi-dimensions. There's no joke. Okay, this is 282 pages. You see, it's telling you, it's giving you graphs and charts. Okay, this is views of the tesseract. Okay, this is from a fourth dimensional. This book, The Fourth Dimension, is by C. Howard Hinton. Okay, and this book was published in 2004, guys. And this book is only, let's say, 282 pages. Okay, another day read, something else to build you up. Let's put that up there. Let's put this on the chat. Okay. Let's see. Give me a minute, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let me put up, y'all. I'm doing this off StreamYard, guys. Thanks to StreamYard. I just shared the link, guys. You get $10 off and everything once you do sign up. Also, let me give you go follow my wife on Facebook. It's Shannon Wall. Let me put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? And at TikTok, I don't know her TikTok now. But I will come back with that info, y'all. Thank you. And let me put that book into the chat, The Fourth Dimension, as we said, and I'm going to close it out. 45 minutes up here. I think that's a nice time, nice introduction for me to introduce myself to you guys. And I've had a great time up here speaking. So we're going to go The last book, guys, The Fourth Dimension by C. Howard Hinton. I'm going to put that up there. And if you are interested in any of those books, y'all, just hashtag, when you do read it, go to my YouTube, come up there and hashtag Mr. Miyagi 78. Okay, let's see. I spelled fourth wrong. Look at that, y'all. The Fourth Dimension by C. Howard Hinton, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna let this go on up. Anybody ain't got any questions or anything like that, I'll be happy to fill those as I let this thing go to 50 minutes. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, I will be happy to answer those. Okay, but we have a little over 3 minutes left before I close down this transmission. So if anyone has anything to say or anything they would like to ask me, I will be more than happy to answer those things in the best of my ability. If you have a book reference or something for me, you can find me at where I left the links at. That's my YouTube handle. I will leave my link for the YouTube in here for you guys. And that way you can reach out to me anyway. Okay, I'll also leave. There we go, guys. That's the third book I'm giving you guys. Also,
Hello.
As I said, get you guys a nice updated etymological dictionary and start going over the meaning of words so that way you can identify the intent sometimes. It helps you do that, okay? So my last thing I'm going to put in here before I close out this transmission is my YouTube handle, guys. And that's where you can always reach me. Please go in there, subscribe, reach out to me any way you can. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
And if you guys play Roblox, make sure to add me. My username is Spidey, capital S, and yeah, Spidey. So if you guys want to add me, just add that user.
Okay. There we go.
Or if you want to, my real user is no capitals AARONXWALL, no spaces.
All right. Y'all get all that and then play it back. If you need to hear it again, you got kids that want to join on Roblox.
Mm-hmm.
They're more than happy to, as long as they keep everything cool. You know what I'm saying? I left my link, guys. We're coming in under a minute. So I'm gonna close this thing out, guys, by saying that I appreciate everyone up here with me. And I look forward to doing this again with you guys. And tomorrow's Friday.
We'll not have no job.
Give a round of applause for that. And let's just have a great day, y'all. Great night. Dream big and peace. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Mm-hmm.